come out and say, hey, you know what?
Okay,
We're
so
for-profit
which one do you
companies,
think
we're
is
trying to
better,
make-
Yaya?
What?
Do you think spiders or ants are better? Which one?
Well, it depends on what kind of spider and what kind of ant.
Fire ants versus black widow spiders. Which one?
Black widow spiders.
Why?
Because I'm less likely to come in contact with you.
Okay. But here's the thing.
What?
Black widow spiders are more likely actually are actually less likely to bite you than
Fire ants?
yeah. But what if that spider was like, those spiders that are like always in like the pool?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about if it was those spiders?
Then I would like the spiders better.
Okay, why?
Because the ants bites, I've been bit by it before. They hurt for a long, long time.
Okay. What if they didn't bite you though?
Then I wouldn't have a problem with it. Because there are some ants that don't bite.
Sure. What if it was a trap jaw ant?
I don't know what the heck that is.
It's an ant that basically has a bear trap for a mouth.
That might be okay.
Do you know how much they hurt?
Oh, they hurt bad?
Do you know what a bear trap feels like?
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah, that's what they feel like.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, what about a ghost ant?
A what?
A ghost ant. They're like really tiny ants. They've rarely ever bitten people, but they're really tiny, and you can
Then I
barely
would
see
like the
them.
ghost ant.
What?
Then I'd like the ghost ant.
Okay. What about crazy ants?
Crazy ants.
Yes.
There's such a thing?
Yes. They don't bite you or sting you.
Then I'd like a crazy ant.
Okay, but do you know what they do?
What?
They spray toxic gas out their butt.
Well, that's the craziest thing I ever heard of.
But they only do it when they get scared.
Oh, okay. I guess you should never walk behind them, right?
Do you know how small they are?
Really tiny?
They're the size of an ant, because they are ants.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you had to choose between a banana spider and a fire ant to infest your home, which one would you choose?
Kane, I don't know, because I know how many little babies banana spiders lay.
Yeah, a lot.
Yes. And you know what happens once the female spider lays her eggs?
What?
She dies.
True.
And then all of a sudden you see all these little baby spiders all over the place.
Yeah, so there would just be more and more.
Yes.
Every single time. But the thing about fire ants is that a fire ant colony stops being existing after 5 years because the queen doesn't lay any more eggs, and the ants only live for like 2.5 months.
But I think banana spiders are pretty.
True, they are.
But I wouldn't want to come in contact with one.
Yeah, because they're venomous.
Yes.
So you would rather your house be infested with fire ants than banana spiders?
Kane, I wouldn't want either one of them.
Okay. Well, do you know what the bad part about that is for me?
What?
I've seen both of them in that house before.
In my house?
No.
What house?
Well, I've seen the ants in your house before.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's only because... But they weren't fire ants. They were sugar ants.
Right.
And sugar ants don't really bite,
Right.
like, at all. I've never been bitten by a sugar ant.
No.
And
You know why?
Why?
Because they like sweet stuff.
Yeah.
And you're not sweet.
What? I'm not... Oh, yeah, you were right. There is a kangaroo
I am, aren't I?
here. I wouldn't call you
You
sweet.
called me a sweet turd.
True,
Yep.
but still...
Still what?
Still, like, still. But I have seen a banana spider at my mommy's house before she moved out.
Oh.
And guess what?
What?
It crawled under my bed and I haven't seen it since.
Oh, wow. That's kind of freaky.
Yeah. You know why banana spiders are called banana spiders?
Why?
Because most of the time they like hide in little bunches of bananas, and when they get shipped to the stores, they like hide in the bananas, and when you buy them, they get into your house. That's why they're called banana spiders.
Wow. You got to know that.
Yeah. So, which one do you like better? Ants or spiders? That's the main question.
Spiders.
Spiders.
Is that all right? That I like them better?
Do you know what a baby spider looks like?
Just really tiny, right?
Basically.
Yeah.
I've seen a baby ant before. Guess what?
What?
A baby ant looks like a very tiny white jelly bean with a black stripe in the middle.
Oh, wow.
That's only sugar ants, though, because I've only ever seen a baby sugar ant. Guess what?
What?
Some people actually keep more than one species of ant.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Some people keep like fire ants and like some people actually keep fire ants, and guess what?
What?
Fire ants are apparently the hardest ants to keep because they can actually climb upside down because their feet are like sticky apparently, or like they spit on them, I think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and they like make them. They're in like their feet. Their
Saliva?
their saliva is like sticky, and they like make their feet sticky, and they can like stick to like ceilings,
Wow.
which is bad
Yeah.
because if the ants somehow jump off, it would start off their ceiling. It would start raining ants, which is bad.
Yeah, definitely.
Also, it would be bad if you kept ants in like a fishbowl and they were fire ants because they would like escape very easily. Also, they hurt. They're called fire ants for a reason. It's because they hurt.
Yeah.
Also, did you know that ants are related to bees?
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And you know what else I don't like?
What?
I do not like horseflies.
Horseflies.
Yes. Oh, when they sting, when they bite you, they hurt.
They you know my Aunt Lexi?
Yeah.
Apparently one of her, like, I think it was like, she knows someone who had a horse, and it got killed by horse flies.
Wow.
That's why they're called horse flies. They are.
They like to bite them. When we were in Montana, you remember I showed you the pictures of me with the horse?
Yeah.
They used to use a spray to keep them off. And I want to say the spray.
Oh, look at all those geese.
Yeah.
You see all those geese? Did you see all of
I
them?
did. I want to say the spray that they put on them had vinegar in it, and it was supposed to keep the horseflies away from them.
Oh yeah, because when they bit the horses, they taste the vinegar, and vinegar tastes terrible
Right.
it tastes terrible
And that's why horses have that big, long tail.
because they use it to swat away flies.
Yep.
It's basically horse tails, nature's fly swatter.
Yep.
Yeah, because that's why their tail's long.
Yep.
Never Google furless horse.
Furless horse.
Never Google that.
Oh, is that like a hairless cat?
All I have to say is their tails are longer than you think they would be.
Oh wow.
Also, here's something.
What, baby?
Do you know what happens when a bunny loses all of its fur?
What?